Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Shield. I made that mistake again of running up the stairs for no reason, and now I'm like half out of breath or something. But at least I found this Diglett. A lot of these Diglett, the reason that you find them and you feel like, oh, why didn't I see you before, is because like when you're coming at the place from a different direction, you will automatically not, they won't be obscured by things the same way they would have been otherwise. There has to be like one here as well, surely. But here's a thing that I didn't see a den. That stupid rock. Another Gen 5 Pokemon. To be honest, like the Gen 5 Pokemon designs, as I was saying, I'm a fan. A lot of Pokemon came out in that generation that I actually love, like Frillish and Jellicent, and those rock Pokemon are quite cool as well. Like Lilligant is really cool, Whimsicott is really cool. But you know what my problem was with the Pokemon in Gen 5? Was that like a lot of the time you just see the same Pokemon everywhere. And the other thing that I'm just that I realized all over again that I really don't like about those games is the encounter rate. The encounter rate in Pokemon White and like just seems to be so like obnoxious. Like it's just like normally I never bother using repels in Pokemon games unless it's like an LP, so I'm like not getting like interrupted all the time, but normally I just don't bother. But in those games, like in Pokemon White playing it, I just have to, because the encounter rate is just so bothersome. It's like you literally can't move like hardly 3 steps without running into a Pokemon, and the Pokemon seem to be, I'm not going to say the same because that's an exaggeration, but the Pokemon are very similar, like in the majority of the areas, which is something that I've never liked. You know, I like it when like different areas seem to have different Pokemon, which is something that I can really get behind in this game, you know? Like you see Pokemon that seem like they're trying to attack me, in this case. Venipede. Are you really Courgette? Yeah, you are. Of course you are, since half my Pokemon are dead at the moment. Did I... Yeah, I interacted with that already. I'd have to have been blind not to see that one. Let's see, like, how much more difficult I made this than it had to be. I'm pretty sure if I just walk over here, I'm going to get back out into where, like, the main area is. Sure enough. There's a rapist again. I can understand not being allowed to name the Pokemon things that are like that are just like not cool, you know, let's just put it that way. But will you heal my Pokemon by any chance? Oh no, you're that like digging person, digging paw with flabbergasted. Okay, fair enough. I'll see if you dig. Go on, dig. Go for it. Nah, I don't care. You get so much Armorite ore from... You get so much of this Armorite ore stuff from... Now she just disappears. Okay. Yeah, I definitely made this way more complicated than it had to be going through that wood. From doing like the max raid battles, you get so much Armorite ore, it's crazy. Like in my main file, I just have more Armorite ore than I could ever know what to do with, so it's just ridiculous. I have no idea where you could find 15 more Diglett in this place, but then the thing is, there's so much of this like random foliage here that stops you being able to see them. It's just like, it's really difficult. But, like, as I was saying, the encounter rate in the Generation 5 games, and since when did this, like, LP become the Let's Diss on Pokemon Black and White LP? Seems like every episode I'm just like, this is something that I wish I liked more about Pokemon Black and White. But see, the thing is, like, at least I'm being fair, in my opinion, anyway. Because, like, I'm not just, like, ragging on them, saying they're bad games. I'm saying, like, legitimately, this is the reason, this is the thing that stops me liking it more than I would like to like it. Because I would legitimately like to be able to enjoy them, but I just cannot, you know? Let's just take a meander down here and see what new Pokemon I get from this guy. Hey there. Or is it a woman? It doesn't even matter. Hit 20, so what do I get now? Vulpix. Oh my god, I love Alolan. This is the Pokemon that I have to use on my team because I love Alolan Vulpix. Look at it. It is so cute. It is unbelievable. It curly hairs through a microscope. It has ice particles in them. It is just fucking adorable. It's a girl. I have to call it Ollie. I always told myself, but I'll call it Ollie with an I because that automatically makes it a girl's name, apparently. I need to see the summary. Snow warning, special defense is better than defense. Oh well. What are you going to do? I like that it has a gentle nature because that means that it's very sweet-natured. I will add to the party. What will I swap out? I don't know. I guess it's time for you to go, Pikachu. We saw enough Pikachu in the Pikachu solo run, to be honest. I always told myself that if I had, like, if I was able to get Alolan Vulpix, that I would name it Ollie, like Ollie Alexander from Years and Years, just because it's just as cute. Here's like Alolan Sandshrew, which is also a really cool Pokemon. Yeah, I guess I will. I have no idea what to call it. Something. I'm also not as passionate about it apparently, but it's still really cool. The Icicle. Because you will be sleeping with the Icicle. Have I talked about that in a video before? There's like this amazing episode of... It's like a classic episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog, to be honest. It's the one with the... Where do you want to send the Icicle to? I'll send it to a box. It's the one with... It's the one like where they find the... Oh, now we get another one. Jesus. Oh, Alolan Raichu! I love it! I love it so much. It's so cute. Yes, I'll give it a nickname. Pancakes. Because it just looks like a pancakes. It's an I love Alolan Raichu so much. I actually did use Alolan Raichu on my team at one point in Pokemon Moon. Special... Ooh, that's really good. But it's... Why is it... Oh no, that's really bad. I thought blue was good and red is bad. Apparently it's the other way around. But the... So, since I used it before, I don't really feel like a huge want or desire to use it again. Yeah, I have found 50 Diglett. And the Alolan Marowak I used as well when I played Pokemon Moon, so I don't really feel like oh my god, it's called mental and physical pain. Jesus. I'll give it a nickname. Moms are tough. It just has to be called Tough Mom. Or call it Hope's Mom because it's tough. Hope's. I can't even remember what her name is. Hope's mom. The weird thing is that... Well, no, does that mean that if I have to... Well, no, I'm saying, asking as if, like, I didn't do that, but I'm pretty sure when I cast, like, a Cubone... let's see, Hope's mom's summary. Rockhead prevents recoil damage. Can actually be quite good if you use, like, Double Edge or any of those things. But as I say, I used Alola Marowak when I played Pokemon Moon the first time. Oh yeah, there's like this classic episode of... Oh, I wanted to see what was in this, like, Max Raid battle over here. Classic episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog, which is the one with the snowman in it. And, like, there's this one point where Eustace says to Courage, he says, like, "You will be sleeping with the icicle." Like, singular. And it stood out to me so much. Oh, it's like a little Rockruff. Will we fight him? Yeah, let's do it. Bowser is going to connect to the internet. I don't know whether it's a good thing that Bowser is connecting to the internet, but we're going to connect to the internet. My Bulbasaur evolved, now it looks entirely different. I would say that's an overstatement. Yeah, I'm going to invite others. So now what you'll see is that, like, other players will hopefully want to play and fight this little Rockruff. Though they probably won't want to because they're like, oh, it's just a Rockruff. But I'm going to switch Pokemon to... Might as well switch to Vigo. Randomly. Vigo? Really? Yeah, why not? Oh wow, lots of people want to fight him. Apparently. And they're all like, why do all these like heavy hitters like Tanjiro, what are you? Like a demon slayer? This isn't a demon, this is just a little dog. And Avil369 with Cinderace. They'll probably be like shiny or some shit as well. Also, I'm sorry, there like seems to be like whenever like for some reason like some like background tone gets really amplified, which I don't notice playing on my television, but when I played the Nintendo Switch with headphones, I also notice it. But in the video, there's like some of this like background hum, like, which gets really amplified in the background, and it's actually kind of a little bit annoying, to be honest. But I don't notice it when oh, I got one of them as well. I have a Ditto that has Imposter as its ability. There is no point in Dynamaxing with Vigo because they're just going to kill it before I have a chance to do anything anyway, so what's the point? Oh, it has the secret ability. That like secret ability is crazy, like Libero. Like it's actually quite a cool yeah, I'll catch it, why not? Like what it does is like it temporarily changes Cinderace's type to the type of the type of attack that he's going to use, which means he pretty much always gets same type attack bonus, which is just really fascinating to me. Rockruff was caught. Look, see, we get like 2 Armorite ore just for catching that thing. Just this little dog. Timid striking the ground with the rocks on its neck. Yeah, sure. It's a guy. I'll name it Rocks. Why are you going to name it Rocks? Because that's what it left in the back seat. Stupid joke. You can just tell that was a joke that like an adult wrote to sound like some cute thing a kid would say. You know, it's like, whatever. Steadfast. How often do you really flinch, you know? It's like, how useful is that? But, if for those of you who don't know, that's like a random joke. I don't even want to say it's a joke since it's not even remotely funny. From Look Who's Talking Now, I think is the name. I wanted to call it Look Who's Talking 3, which technically it is the third one. But like, it has to have some cute name. There's like Look Who's Talking and then Look Who's Talking 2, but spelled T-O-O instead of 2, like the number 2. And then there's Look Who's Talking now, which is like the one where the dog talks and the cat talks or some shit. And they bring the dog home, and the dog, like, they're like, what are you going to name? They ask the kid, what are you going to name the dog? And he's like, Rocks. Like, why are you going to name him Rocks? It's got, because that's what he left in the back seat. It's just depressing. Like, even as a kid, you're kind of like, oh, come on. Don't speak too soon. I did get lost in the forest. What? He gave me a hint. He like told me where his secret spot was. Everyone else is a failure, apparently. This guy is he gives you the tough love. I've really outdone myself this time. Delicious. Ambassador, with this rosé, you're really spoiling us. Why, Avery? What in the world has gotten into you? I've also obtained some max mushrooms. That makes you the second person to pass the second trial. He just has the inferiority complex is what it is. He needs to feel appreciation or something. Yeah, you did it, Avery. Master, Miss Honey, if you could grant me one wish just this once, I would be indebted. Use my max... Yeah, go ahead, whatever. Oh, Avery, well, if that's all you're after, then I'm perfectly happy to oblige. I'm just noticing she has, like, these, like, racy holes cut in the side of her top. Honey does. Miss Honey. No, because I'm not emotionally invested in this at all. That is true. He normally doesn't try hard at anything. Oh, and don't worry, I'm totally back. I like how they put, like, the Gigantamax clouds around the top of the soup. The famous Max soup of Master Dojo. Let's eat. You enjoyed the Max soup. It fills you with determination. Oh god, am I going to turn into a giant person now? Some Pokemon have distinct potential when they drink the soup in a Dynamax from changing to Dynamax. Yeah, pretty much. This is something that I am so glad they introduced because, like, basically before the Isle of Armor came out, if you wanted, like, a Gigantamax Pokemon, the only way to get it was to find it in a max raid dungeon. So let's say you had, like, in my case it was Dreadnought, which is like the turtle Pokemon, and I had one of them that I used throughout the game, but it wasn't a Gigantamax form one, and I was always kind of like annoyed that I wasn't able to make it a Gigantamax one because I wanted the Gigantamax form, but I didn't want just some random Pokemon that I didn't really have any emotional attachment to. I wanted one that I was able to, like, feel like it was one of my crew, if you know what I mean. But now and that wasn't possible, but now you can actually do that. So certain Pokemon, like, for example, what? Oh, I have to wait until it evolves. I was going to say certain Pokemon like Cinderace, for example, like each of the starters, they actually do have a Gigantamax form. However, it's not the only way you can get it is with the soup. But let's say, for example, my Dreadnought from the original playthrough or whatever, the one that I knew and loved. Yeah, it's working too well, if you ask me. Yes, pretty much. Now with the soup, you're actually able to give it the Gigantamax quality, which I really, really like. Because it means you don't just have to, like, settle for either not having the Gigantamax form on the Pokemon you like, or catching some Pokemon in Max Raid Den that you don't really like, so... When I heard you had something to tell me, I came as soon as I could, Master. Last ultimate turd trial, you say? Well, here's the last ultimate turd right now. Turd trial. So are you saying this would be the last trial? It's even worse than the first test. You two are the only ones. You've pushed each other. So I say we're about to battle one another. Is this the last trial? He said like the word last like about 10 times. The secret armor of the Master Dojo. This is it. At last. Can I really? Look at him looking at me like with that weird like side eye of admiration. The battle will be held in the battle core behind the Master Dojo. The core is the power spots. You can Dynamax to your heart's content. I must make haste. I must make it for the battle cord. Post haste, I must meditate on my upcoming victory. A good day to you then. Yeah, okay, whatever. Feel free to take it easy like a slowpoke and take all the time you need to get ready. Yeah, whatever you say. See ya. I was almost expecting it to say slack off with capital letters, almost like Avery does, where he's like actually using the names of the moves. Yeah, he's just coasting along. Yeah, we're after like giving him some fire in his belly. Yeah, his passion or his drive is derived from like from envy. That's like not a good place to get your drive from. So yeah, this is basically, it's not like the last trial of the Isle of Armor, but we basically want to go fight Avery now is the next thing that we're going to do. So I do not know who I should use to fight him. I guess I can put a rapist out in I need to stop calling him that because it's just not cool. I'll put a rapist out in front.